Yeah, ne. So you know in South Africa we have a vast pool, very deep pool of political analysts. So there's a guy called Ongama Mtimku. I believe that's his name. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but I believe that's his name, Ongama. So this man is a PhD holder like Abomboy Senindlozi. So yeah, it's those type of guys. I've seen no more why. So this guy was criticizing the EFF, calling the EFF a cult-like movement. And I'm not gonna take away any context. I want you guys to listen to him clearly. Many of you will agree with him. There's some things I also agree with him, but some things is just like, nah, man, like you're just going too far. But he was speaking about this right after, and the whole EFF attacked him for lying about the struggle songs and defending white people against the struggle songs. But listen to him.
There's a group of people on social media in South Africa who demonstrate closed mindsets and inability to handle differences. These people, if you say something that's different to what they believe, they will yell insults at you, they will call you names, they will say there's something wrong fundamentally with your personality, because they are growing up in organizational cultures wherein cult-like leaders are followed willy-nilly, and people who differ with the official line get ostracized. So this is something that is really concerning for a country, because once you become so arrogant as a people that you are not open to learning, you are not open to differing opinions, what that does is that it creates an army of yes men and women who will not even be able to kind of share the information that would save the party. I wrote an article some time ago that the EFF was successful in building a political brand outside of the ANC, and that it was making a mistake for when it started courting RET political leaders. And I wrote this article to say, if they do this, they are going to do one of two things. They may be successful, they woo all the RET leaders and maybe get 3 to 4% in an election, but soon thereafter they will lose their own organization, because these people will bring their own cultures into the organization and internal organizational stability would be threatened. I was so happy to hear Mbuyiseni Ndlozi one of these days saying that he actually warned against cozying up to former President Jacob Zuma, and was feeling vindicated that the EFF, well, I guess not vindicated, but he said that notwithstanding his warnings, the leadership shunned him and went on and now had to face a significant electoral loss. So when you shun alternative views, that's what happens. That's what happens.
So this is the man. I'm sure many of you, by the way he's speaking, the way he's talking, you can feel very PC for him. He's there on Twitter. His name is Ongama Mtimku, PhD what. I'm sure you feel pity for him. You think, yeah, it's this man. He's making a point. But this is the same man who, by the way, is the same man who was criticizing Julius Malema for singing that struggle song. We all know it, Kiss the Boer, Kiss the Farmer. He was saying it's unnecessary for that song to be sung. Okay, it's fine. And then he also said that the EFF is the opposite of AfriForum because of the radicalized views of AfriForum hating blacks, EFF hating Afrikaners and white people. So he's taking away all the other things the EFF is about, and it's just limiting the EFF. And many people do this, by the way. They do this a lot. They limit the EFF right there at the conversation that speaks about the EFF hating white people, hating Afrikaners. They just leave it at that. They forget about any other thing the EFF does. They forget about all the other fights the EFF is involved. They forget about all the GBV cases the EFF is involved in. They forget like solving those cases. They forget about all the cases of trying to help students in varsity. They forget about that. They forget about all the community work the EFF has done, making sure a service delivery is done proper to the people. They forget that. But they limit it to say the EFF is just attacking white people. And is attacking white people. It's like the EFF, like it's all about white people. Like I'm sure you guys have heard this a lot. The EFF, no, their politics is just about attacking white people. Everything they blame white people. They wanna say white people, Julius Malema. That's the only thing you can lean on, attacking white people. They say that. They forget about any other thing. You know the EFF, one mistake the EFF haters always do is that whenever there's a circus, whenever there's something boiling around the EFF, they make whatever it is that is controversial at that time be the subject matter, and they define the EFF using that. They define the EFF using whatever it would be happening. During the VBS days, they used to define the EFF as VBS EFF. They forgot about any other thing. During the land expropriation, they defined the EFF as land thieves. Hey, they want to take the land. During the open borders, they were defining the EFF. They were saying the EFF is for foreigners. Foreigners, open borders. They were defining it like that. Now they forget about open borders. Now they forgot about all those other things they once defined the EFF on. Now they're saying they're defining the EFF. They're saying that the EFF is based on only hating white people. You can't make this up. It's a joke, the country we live in. And I'm here to laugh. Haha. So yeah, man. I don't even want to comment much on what the man was saying. Many of the things he was saying was making sense. Umchita wa off ramp, wa khuluma ngomboyise nendlozi. Like, why did you have to include that People's Pay who is not making numbers lapha ku Power FM mara? Eish nayo uputi lona. Ama numbers wathi asizi andizi. It is what it is. Nimzwile Ongama. I didn't even want to take anything away from him. Thank you very much.
There's a group of people on social media in South Africa who demonstrate closed mindsets and inability to handle differences. These people, if you say something that's different to what they believe, they will yell insults at you, they will call you names, they will say there's something wrong fundamentally with your personality, because they are growing up in organizational cultures wherein cult-like leaders are followed willy-nilly, and people who differ with the